Well, welcome back. And if you tuned in late, my very special guest is my friend and a very talented lady, Hedy Dreskin, and she is a master gardener, and she's brought some things to share. And we're talking about simple things that we can do to enhance our home or wherever we happen to be, or even to take a gift to someone using plants and flowers, and it makes a wonderful opportunity to share with people.
Absolutely.
And that's what you do.
I hope to.
Yeah. That's what the master gardeners, they give back to the community in a big way.
We do.
And I'm delighted that you have all these things you brought. Could we, is it all right if I lift this up?
Absolutely.
This is adorable. And it's so simple. And you could give it as a gift.
It would be an easy gift to
I'll
do
let
if
you
you were
show what it.
Okay.
All right.
If you are in a hurry and you want to do a nice little hostess gift that's not the ordinary hostess gift, find a little gift box, put in a piece of tissue paper and a plastic saucer, a little plastic saucer that will hold the water in the container and not all over your furniture.
Now?
I do.
Let's see. I'll hold this.
You hang on to that, puppy. Just a little plastic saucer that will also level the plant when you put it in. This is just a tiny little 2-inch poinsettia, which are readily available now. And then just nestle it into some tissue paper surrounding the plant. You can also
That's precious.
use
I love
this
that.
as someone I met not long ago said at a garden club, she said, oh, that'll be wonderful. I can use 3 or 4 of them on my mantle. And she did, and she had a minimal expense for a lot of punch. Either you can use the poinsettias, you can use other seasonal plants, and then what she did was give them as hostess gifts to people who had come to her party. Now, the other thing to do, this is a little purchased paper bag. You can find them at the various nurseries. Again, I have the little plastic saucer in the bottom, but what I also have in the bottom is a whole bunch of little Christmas tree balls.
Hey, she's just like magic.
Oh, you know.
Now what are you doing now?
Now I'm going to take apart my other little container and add that to this container. Color coordination is nice, which is why this, instead of being bright red and bright green, are burgundies and off-color greens and a little bit of chartreuse, and colors that are coordinated to one another for when you have the arrangement all together. This, because the petals of this particular cyclamen, and this is a florist cyclamen, it will not survive winters here, but it doesn't mind cool weather because there's some little pink stripes in the petals. I have used a little pink piece of paper as a coordination, and this is just another inexpensive way to do a hostess gift.
That would make a lovely gift
for the holidays.
Absolutely, that's precious, beautiful, and they're so, you know, they're glamorous, and yet you haven't spent a lot of money or a lot of time.
Exactly.
I'm
And you can do just about anything in there with seasonal plants. Floral arrangements don't have to be real plants. They can be something like this glass globe filled with Christmas balls of varying colors. I particularly like gold and silver, and if you add a few, kind of hard to do this from the back, but if you add a few to your arrangement, you not only go from one part of the holiday season to another with a very minimal amount of expense, and it's just kind of a pleasant little surprise to have some ornaments.
Oh, look at that.
And spread around.
You can take that away, and then you have what you would have done for the holidays, and you can do something else.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And then, as I said, almost all of the plants in this arrangement, with the exception of one fern and a little ornamental pepper plant, are winter hardy, and with a little bit of adjustment time can be put outside into containers or into your landscape. And what I did to fluff it just a little bit more after Thanksgiving, when the lights went out. And after Thanksgiving, all you need to do is turn on the lights, and you have just a little bit more fun and interest for your holiday season.
Holiday. And this is great for people who perhaps live in a small space.
Absolutely.
They don't want to bother with trying to put up a Christmas tree and all that, but you still have something festive.
Absolutely. And, you know, as I told Peggy earlier, this basically is my Christmas tree. I generally get 2 small cyclamen, usually red, and use them as a centerpiece for a lot of holiday entertaining.
And you don't have then constantly have to go out and buy fresh flowers if you want something.
Exactly right.
That basket intrigues me. That is pine cones?
This is just a bunch of pine cones that are wired onto a wooden frame and then glued in place. I've had it for probably longer than you've been around, and so it goes back a long way. And when the season changes, it goes up to the attic and lives with all of my string too short to use and other stuff. Yeah.
And this is something you use over and over again.
Oh, absolutely. It's probably 20 or 30 years old. Yeah.
And I love this.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah. This
and easy.
This would make a wonderful gift.
Absolutely. And I like, rather than giving flowers that will last for about a minute and then be gone, I prefer to give live plants that will give you pleasure and enjoyment and then be part of your landscape.
Now let me ask you, I know you are a master gardener, okay? And so for you, something like this is not that difficult, but for somebody who isn't into all of that, like yours truly, is it something that is doable without a lot of effort?
Absolutely.
We can all do this?
Absolutely. The best thing to do is go to a place, nursery or a big box store. Nurseries will be able to give you, plant nurseries will be able to give you probably a little bit better advice than some of the big box stores, although there are some really knowledgeable clerks at those as well. And you can put together a little wagon or a little basket and add things and subtract them as you think they would work together, and then you can be advised by the people who are working in the establishment as to what works together and what will be good to be in your arrangement.
But this just, when she brought in the turkey roaster, and look how glamorous this is, I couldn't believe it. So we have stuff that we at home, that you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money to buy something to create something very special.
A somewhat overused word is repurposed. But in this case, you are using something that has a completely different original purpose to make it into something that will work for you for the short term.
Okay, well, I love this. Let me ask you, while we have just a moment, about the Master Gardeners program. Do you sign up and they have special time periods where you go and, because I know there's a lot of effort goes into this. You don't just become a Master Gardener in one afternoon.
No, it takes about 17 weeks with testing and an exam, and then a 40-hour payback of volunteer time for your first year of Master Gardening. And there is a class that's given yearly. Again, you can go to our website, ggmga.org, and find out when the class is offered. I unfortunately don't know what the cost would be. The cost is not really extraordinary.
And then you have the knowledge you used all your life.
You do, and you learn that you need to learn more. But it's a wonderful place to begin. A lot of our members have worked in various nurseries, have done public speaking to various organizations, and it's just nice to be with people who really love plants and who really want to share.
And then you have the joy of giving back.
Absolutely.
To the community.
Absolutely.
Now there's a big plant sale that comes up every year.
Every year. This next year it will be on April the 29th. It will be at the Jeff Lynch parking lot under that covered shed, which is absolutely rain or shine, not a problem. begins at 8. Please come early. Please bring a wagon unless you want to take your
And that
chances
isn't
on the
until next
wagons
April,
available.
but you can mark it down
Yeah,
anyway.
it's a wonderful experience. Everything is homegrown. It is inspected. It's beautiful, beautiful plants. The prices are pretty much amazing. And we, again, have everybody who is part of the plant sale will be there at various times of the day between 8 and 1 at Jeff Lynch to answer questions and offer information to the public who has come to purchase.
And then in February, it's open to the public.
Yes.
It's the symposium.
Yes.
So we have a website, and all that information is there for you. And if you are interested, maybe you might want to become a master gardener. If you do that, it's something you have the rest of your life to share with other people, and that's important.
It's it's an ongoing process. There are symposia and various different organizations in the region and nationally who will have different symposia and meetings for you to attend if you're involved in this kind of thing. There's an admittance fee, as we have, and unfortunately I don't have that figure today.
But we can always go on the website.
Yeah, go to the website and you'll get all
out.
the information that you need.
And you have programs all through the year.
That's correct. We do lots and lots of we have a speakers bureau. We do lots and lots of talks to the various garden clubs and organizations. We are also at the county libraries where we give talks as well. We have gardens that are at Roper Mountain, and we sponsor a number of other places that are available to the public.
But see, this to me would be a lovely gift for anyone. And if you happen to go around and you see a little box like that or something all year long, you could, I imagine you buy little things you see and put away, and then I bet you have an attic full of stuff. But see, that's precious. And it would make someone very happy. And of course this I don't know what that bag is.
It's just, I mean, it's a purchased item. It's a little paper bag from a nursery that you can, put your...
But there's something a little bit different, and of course this is lovely.
Thank you.
So, and maybe, as we're closing out here, if you used your turkey roaster or a pan that you don't use anymore, and maybe you could get your children involved and do things and let them help you. And I think that's important.
My children, when they were younger, looked at me and said, "I hope you don't expect us to be involved in this." And that particular child, who's always been pretty amazing in terms of what she has to say and how she has to say it, about 9 years ago said to me, "Okay, you've always wanted a wedding in your yard. You're going to have a wedding in your yard." So even though she was not involved in the organization of it, we had her wedding in our yard. And I've never had more fun in my whole life.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, this is precious. And all of it. Hedy, thank you for your talent and for sharing it with us. And I'll keep any information here. But if you'd like to investigate what it is to become a master gardener, it's something that you'll have the rest of your life to share with others. And I appreciate that you came and shared with us. And thank you for all the gift ideas,
Peggy,
We're
thank
all
you.
ready.
Thank you.
All you need is just a bag and put some tissue paper and a plant in there, and you've got something special.
And thank you for being such a friend to the Master Gardeners.
Thank you. And wherever you are, we wish you happiness. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.